Hey, it's Mr. Peace. I'm here at St. Leo the Great Catholic School in Fairfax, Virginia. I've been here 4 or 5 times now. My first school ever in Virginia, so just an honor to be here in the Diocese of Arlington. And I had a couple assemblies in the gymnasium slash cafeteria. The focus that we had for the younger grades was on leadership, turning our passion into purpose. And then the other faith-based message was on bullying. Look at the heart first for the older grades 5 through 8. And just another amazing morning and afternoon, getting to speak to the students and staff. They always keep touching my heart. I'm so blessed for the privilege and honor to keep coming back here, right, year after year, because it's such an important message, right, that we keep building on what we've talked about in the past and taking that up a level as it relates to our faith. And us as Catholics, as Christians, always believing our worth, our value. Every talk that I give, we talk about the M in all of our palms, like on my shirt right here, that we are true miracles, right? Upside down W, that stands for worthy. So we are beautiful miracles, worthy of love, to both give it and receive it. And we have to believe this, right? We have to buy into this, right? And it says this in Isaiah 49, that I have engraved you on the palm of my hands. And this is the proof, right? That we are beautiful miracles and that we truly can do anything, right? That with God's love, with His help, with His grace, that's how we're able to accomplish so much for this planet. And that's what really wanted to focus on today, for both presentations, was to just be all in, right? And whether it's finding our passion, what we love to do, and already get the wheels turning at a young age as to what brings us life, what makes us come alive. That was one thing that we definitely wanted to touch on and speak on. And the students really got that, right? They really absorbed it and understood that, like it says in Ephesians, that we are, God's handiwork, and we are called to do good work, good works. And so it's just fulfilling for me to keep growing in that relationship with a lot of the students here that have seen me year after year and that remember the message from before and are now going to incorporate that into their lives at an even greater level. So just very, very humbled to be here. We also talk about that too, that as leaders, we want to humbly serve, right? We want to make sure that we're doing things, not bragging about it, boasting about it, but just doing things for the right reasons, right? Even when no one's watching, even when no one's looking, we're putting people first, things second. We're being like a bowling ball versus a balloon, someone that's full of character, someone that really tries to embody Christ, has that strong faith foundation, like a big tree has wide roots, right? That we have that firmness, that we aren't going to be affected by peer pressure, that when it comes to doing the right thing in God's eyes, we're going to make sure that we do that, right? We're also not doing things just for the trophy or for money, but for the right reasons, right? That's because it's heavy on our heart, and that's what means so much to us. The other components that we try to touch on, is to just remember that we want to be each other's helping hands and knowing that just one small action can make a huge difference, right? That we're called to be peacemakers. We're called to spread that peace. And like it says in Mark, we are called to serve one another, right? And our perfect example of perfect love, Christ Jesus, who better to try to model our behavior after, right? So that was the leadership side, the passion, our fire, what makes us come alive, turn that into our purpose, our calling for being here on this planet. That was the first presentation. But the second one, similarly too, we talked about looking at someone's heart first, being able to see that worth inside of everyone else, right? Not just for the miracle, but for our heart too. Our heart's as big as our fist. If we can let love, peace, compassion, kindness fully enter here and Christ, we can turn this into this. Right? One finger for ourselves, the other for someone trying to lift up higher than ourselves, right? But it's also too, because in just 2 seconds, one word, one action, one heartbeat, one breath, we can say something so kind, it stays on someone's heart in a great way for the rest of their life. But conversely, we can say something so negative, it stays on their heart in a very bad way for the rest of their life. So we have this choice, and hopefully we're going to choose the former, to be able to uplift somebody higher than ourselves, that we rise by lifting others, right? And that means we have to get past some of the pain in our heart, anything that's holding us back. So we turn hurt people who hurt people. The biggest reason why bullying happens into healed people who heal people. And it says this in Isaiah 53, that by His wounds we are healed. So we let Him fully enter our heart to be able to see people for their heart first, like in 1 Samuel 16:7, that man, woman, we look at the outward appearance many times, but God always looks at the heart. So just a great, again, time with everyone here. This community, part of my heart is definitely left here. Big imprint here in Virginia, and I'm just so blessed and honored to be a part of their growth, their spiritual growth, because in turn, I grow just as much, and through the heartfelt stories that we shared, the inspirational videos, some of the positive music, that really we try to have this greater vision and mission come through the lessons that are talked about in the assemblies, that they're taking something to heart. And so many came up to me and said, Mr. Peace, you really did touch my heart. That means you have a big heart. It's up to you to go share that gift by how you choose to treat yourself and others going forward. So thank you again so much for touching my heart. You guys are beautiful. Never forget that. Have a great rest of the school year. Hope to see you again soon. Until then, though, and as always, make sure to hit the subscribe button you see pop up on the screen. You can also check out this playlist for some additional motivation. And you can also visit my website by clicking on the peace sign symbol on your phone, tablet, wherever you're watching this video, to track my journey across this country as I continue to heal America's heart one school at a time. Christ, peace.